Take a look here at the keys. Not a good night. Only one that Tennessee hit. They committed 8 or fewer penalties, but they now got a loss. They added a loss, even though they hit that one. So they're now 29-7 when they commit 8 or fewer penalties. And we want to welcome in the next member of our panel right here, Chuck Cavallari.
Yes, sir.
Chuck, been waiting patiently. You've been over there formulating. Yes. He's having to do the line. He's been over there formulating the line for the New Mexico State game, which we have to pick later today. And I know you're all pensive, waiting. Okay. We got 2 questions here. I'll start with Josh and Chuck. Tennessee's run game numbers on the season are okay. They were 6th in the SEC versus other SEC defenses going in yesterday. You're going to take a hit because they didn't do great yesterday, so that's going to put them middle of the pack. My question, do you have confidence in this run game? I'm not basing it on one night. I mean overall. You can have a bad night. The numbers, when I looked at them last night, I don't have confidence in this run game. But I looked at the numbers, it's like, am I being too harsh here? Because they've gone over 100, 130, 140 against most SEC teams. Yeah. Maybe it's just me. You tell me. Do you have confidence in Tennessee's run game? No, I'm starting with Chuck. You have to start. You're new. What do you got?
No, and that was one of my keys in what we did on the
Action.
On
Sports
the Action
Digital Network.
The rushing yards, because we knew it would be running back by committee, right? Yep. But where's the difference maker in that group? Where's the speed? Where's the one guy? And the other thing I've noticed is, it's like Nick Saban said, Heupel can be stubborn with the running game. Because they're used to breaking that one long one, right? It seems like you do or you have. So, yeah, I mean, I am losing confidence. And if you're not pass protecting very well and you're not run blocking very well, it can be a long day offensively.
Josh.
Against teams that have vulnerability, then I think Tennessee can attack it really well. Arkansas, dreadful against the run. Tennessee, DeShawn Bishop ran all over. Bama actually has had difficulty stopping long run plays. Well, DeShawn Bishop lit them up on the ground. So in those spots, I have total confidence in Tennessee. But against an Oklahoma defense that is stout, Tennessee couldn't figure it out. And I still wonder sometimes the rotation of the running backs. Is it necessary to go the way that they do? Should they allow DeShawn Bishop more opportunities in those spots? Because I think over the course of the season, he's been their best option. So I still have a pretty high floor overall, zoom out of what this run game can be. But in a game like last night, confidence went way down as the game went along.
I'm also not a fan, and this is just something they've done. When Dylan Sampson was fresh on the scene over there, and he was clearly the guy who could make people miss and take it to the house, it's like, use him differently. Call plays for him to do that. Instead, I think they're still doing this where we've got 3 backs. We count on them all to do the same things. They're not all the same talent. These, one guy should be your starter. Star Thomas should be your 3rd down back, and Peyton Lewis is your short yardage goal line guy, in my opinion. But they just run them out there, and it's like, just call the plays as we call them. Not how I would do it, and I'm sure they really care. Sterling and Will, here's the question for you guys. I was texting with Marlon last night, and he was bothered, again, he often is by this, the fact that you didn't see a lot of screens in the face of Oklahoma's defense coming at you. I know Will West will be saying on radio today that UT could have dialed up more tempo in the second half. Was Tennessee creative on offense yesterday?
Well, at hindsight 2020, I would say no. But if you look at what could have happened, coulda, woulda, shoulda again.
Yeah.
That Kissman touchdown coming back. I mean, the 4th down drop. Things that were dialed up that were there to be done.
Strip sack would have been a touchdown.
Strip sack would have been a touchdown. So and I know there's more in the box, but what happened yesterday, unfortunately, didn't work out for us the right way. But I think we were creative enough. Just higher level execution, I think.
Will you agree, disagree?
It's a hard one because I do think they came out with some new stuff. I think they ran a lot more 12 personnel because I think they said, hey, this defensive front's good, so we got to have a different group out there. And they had some design things. Unfortunately, they didn't make a lot of those plays at times. And I think overall, if you could get critical of Heupel, would be, all right, if that's a good personnel set for you that you can win with in a game, why would you not see that more in other games? Why would you not run wrinkles off of that and do some other things? You also just don't see enough, in my opinion, and it may be personnel. How do we throw some short routes, behind the line of scrimmage a little bit out there with a team that's stopping your run game? The way to get a run game is to throw a little out routes to wide receivers in space and to get a little bit. And you had some success there at times, but you have to figure out another way to keep a defensive front honest if they're teeing off like they were on that and they're able to stop the run very effectively.
I thought they looked – oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
I want to interject on that because it was times I was watching the game, had moments to watch the game, that flare route was wide open.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I understand Joey was seeing different things, and Oklahoma did an awesome job of disguising coverages. But I'd tell you that flare route was wide open. I even said it 3 times to a couple of kids in the stands. Then we came right to it, 20-yard gash. You know, so I'm certain they'll see these things on film in the fire while the bullets are flying. You know, it's harder to make moves in the game. But, you know, I think that's going to happen. We'll talk about.
Well, I also wonder, too, if you get in the habit of throwing, like you did against Kentucky, 5 deep balls. You're hitting 5 of those things. And they're perfectly thrown, and we said that's great. I said on the Saturday kickoff show yesterday, my pregame, but you can't count on that. No. You want to, you know, if you can get 2 or 3 a game, that's fabulous. Yeah. You can't count on 5. You got to get the running game going, but also, I wonder if Joey then gets in the automatic. Okay, nothing else is working. Go deep. Does he get into that mode? And I thought in the second half it kind of looked like that. It kind of looked like he's not looking at the guys who are underneath. The first half, that first quarter, they're taking the crossing routes. They're underneath everything. Now I know Oklahoma started dropping guys deep, but still. Those plays went away in the second half, and I didn't see him. It seemed like everything he was looking for was stand back there, stand back there, stand back there, wait for somebody deep to come open.
Well, you know, it's amazing. He may have thought some of the backs would help him chip on the lineman, a guy like Will or Daniel Hood coming at you, and maybe they didn't think they were going to break free and get to those flare routes, but those flare routes was there. But I'm telling you,
Can I add one thing real quick?
Yeah,
You'll see it.
absolutely.
If I have confidence in the running game, guys, 4th and 1 is not a pass to a tight end in the flat. You saw that at Alabama. You saw it again last night. If I have confidence, my most physical runner behind my most physical blocker, and we're going to live or die with that.
That's where you use Peyton Lewis.